Good morning. It's Thursday, the second day of Lent, and we're here. Ash Wednesday is an interesting one always. I don't know about you, but for me, it's um, on those days when we're fasting or abstaining from meat that it's harder to, like, you crave those things you normally wouldn't. Um, for example, like I found myself yesterday like craving snacks, and I'm normally not one that snacks a whole lot, but like it was weird. Like it's those times when we know we're denying ourselves that we are like more prone to want other things. There were some times I was sitting in my office and I'm like, no one would know if I went and got a snack. No one would know. But that's not true. I would know and God would know. So it's those temptations to let things be like, oh, no one would know, but really every sin is a sin against God and God knows it all. So it's really that self-denial that we need to really cultivate because we're not so good at it all the time. Self-denial is hard, especially in the United States, in Western worlds. We are used to anything we want we can have for the most part. Like we can order things and they'll be here in 2 days with Amazon Prime free shipping. Um, like for the most part, we're everything we want is at our fingertips. We have more than we need. And so denying ourselves is tricky. But that's what we're all called to do, especially during Lent. We're called to come after Christ, to follow him. And as it says in the gospel today in Matthew, if anyone would wish to come after me, he must deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. And it's a challenge, and it's not supposed to be easy. It's not easy to deny ourselves because of the fall. Because of the fall of humanity, we all struggle with this attachment to sin that wasn't there before. And so that's really, it's hard sometimes to deny ourselves. And that's what Lent is about. Okay, let's see. Hello, Rose, Kristen, B, Arnolda. Hello, everybody. Like, yeah, just part of Lent is that denial of self. That's why we give up things or do Lenten practices, is to deny ourselves, to give up something that seems easy but ends up being oddly tricky because of our attachment to it. And anyway, just remember this during Lent. It's not meant to be easy necessarily. It's meant to be a denial of self, and a denial of self is not something we're very good at. So it takes a lot of prayer sometimes to persevere. Um, yeah, because we all get temptations, especially this time of the year. The devil, the evil one, would love to see us fall, and that's what we don't want to happen. We want to persevere so that we can reign with Christ. As the gospel this morning will continue, it says, he who wishes to save his life will lose it, and he who loses his life for my sake will save it. So we need to be willing to risk everything for Christ. He gave everything for us. I think that we, at least in my part, I can offer my Lenten penances. They're not anything that extreme, really, but I can do them for Christ, for love of him who loved me most. Okay, John of the Cross. Love consists in not feeling great things, but in having great detachment and in suffering for the beloved. Exactly. It's also that Saint Therese of Lisieux, like we can't do great things all the time, or Saint Therese of Lisieux and Saint Mother Teresa of Calcutta also both said it. Like we can't do great things all the time, but we can do small things with great love. So just urge you all in this beginning of Lent yet just to really examine where we are attached to sin and how denying ourselves can bring us closer to Christ. Have a blessed day. God bless.